How's it going, guys? I'm down in the dungeon working on my Nitro to electric conversion, and I figured I might as well do an update video on this. For those of you that haven't seen this truck before, I took a 2.5 Traxxas T-Maxx and I pulled the motor out and the gas tank and the muffler and anything that had to do with nitro, and I pulled that all out and I put in a brushless system, and I got this 2150 kV brushless motor that I popped in there. Now the problem I was having with this motor was I kept stripping my drive shaft, twisting my drive shafts off, and they were always breaking at the back here. Now I didn't have these big ass tires on there at the time, but I do have the differential locked in here. So with the power of the brushless motor and the diff being locked, I think that's just too much for these plastic drive shafts. So what I decided to do was pull the brushless system out and put in a brushed unit. Now this is the Titan 775 by Traxxas, and they usually come in a Summit, a brushed Summit. So there's lots of power there. If they push the Summit around, it should have no problem pushing this around, one would think. But this truck is just full of aluminum. I've got every aluminum piece I could get my hands on to build this truck, so it is super heavy. And that was another reason why I decided to gear it down, slow it down a little bit, put the brush back in there, and go from there, And I got this speed control in here that I had bought from banggood.com. I paid 17 bucks for this speed control, and I'm running a 4-cell LiPo on it. And I just kind of threw it in there real quick. Just got it strapped in there because I haven't waterproofed it or anything, so I didn't want to put like two-sided tape on there and do anything permanent with it. But I gotta say, for 17 bucks, I'm really impressed with this speed control. It runs this 775 motor really good. Now the next problem I had after I'd done that was stripping out the transmission. Now this is the Nitro transmission, and when I first did the video on this, the first video, I had said that I modified this transmission, this Nitro trans, so it would have reverse and brakes, and if it holds up, I would post that video on how I did it. Unfortunately, it didn't hold up very long, so I'm glad I didn't post that video on this. But I got my hands on an E-Maxx trans, and this transmission is designed for two 550 motors. So the spur gear is right dead center of the transmission, where the Nitro trans is got quite an offset to where the spur gear goes. There's quite an offset there. So the problem that I'm having now, like the tranny, it drops right in there perfectly. But the problem I'm having now is the distance between the pinion gear and the spur gear. So I'm gonna have to drill some holes and move my motor mount in more, and so I can mesh up the spur to the pinion. Another obstacle if I use this transmission is it's a 2-speed transmission, so I need to figure out a way to put a servo in here to control the gears so I can shift the gears on it. So when I get that done, I should have myself quite the torque monster here, and that's kind of what I'm going for. I figured, you know, I'm basically wasting the power of this brushless motor, having it in this truck with, you know, even with the weight of this truck. I mean, you know, it really wasn't that fast, and just hard on everything, the transmission, the drive shafts, you know. So I decided to go back to a brushed motor, and it worked pretty good until the transmission stripped out. So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to figure out how to get this E-Maxx transmission to work in here, and you know, get the servo in there so I can shift the gears. And after I get that done, then I do have plans for this brushed motor or brushless motor. I have another Nitro that I want to do a conversion on. I was going to show you that truck today, but I think I'll wait until I get this one done so I don't get too far ahead of myself. But anyways, guys, I wanted to give you a quick update on that. And like I said, I had mentioned about posting that video if this Nitro transmission mod worked, but it didn't work for long, so it's not worth posting the video. But anyways, guys, that's my quick update on this thing, and I guess I better get back at her and get her going, and I will catch you guys in the next custom RC video. Thanks for watching. See you later.